Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Libby, MBH Creations, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how I would turn a beautiful flower into a hairpiece like this one. The flower I'm using is called the rock trumpet. Very pretty. It's similar to an orchid. This flower I dried and I resin. There is a demo on here on YouTube on how I did that. If you want to see it, I linked it. These are the stones that I'm going to be using to embellish. These are faceted glass beads, and there's 4 different colors. There's a like a peachy pink, a light blue, a cream, and a purple. As spacers, I'm going to use these cute little hematite beads. Those will be placed in between each of the other crystals. Next, I'm going to need 2 head pins. These will be used to string the beads, so I can place them as a dangle on the flower. Head pins have at the end of it either a little round bead-like look or a flat look, and that is meant to keep the beads in place. So now I'm placing the beads on the head pin and to create the design that I want. Just string them however you want, whatever combination you like. While I do this, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Libby. I have been beading for over 11 years, and just this past year, I started working with resin. Now that I have the combo I want in the head pin, I'm going to take my flat pliers. I'm going to place it right above the beads, and then what this allows me to do is to create the loop, and then we use this tool which is used to creating the loop. This has 6 different sizes on it, so you're going to wrap it around, and then you're going to need the flat nose pliers again, because now you need to wrap the remaining wire around the original wire just to secure that. This is tricky. I am not an expert wire wrapper. This is the extent of what I know, and I still struggle with it, so practice helps. Now we're going to have awkward silence for a little bit. Remember when you're using wire to make sure that there are no pokies left behind. So make sure you flatten the end of that wire. Uh, just feel it, and if it doesn't poke you, it's not going to poke the wearer of this piece. It takes time, but you can do it. There you go. We finished our first little dangle. Um, Next, we're going to do the second one. We grab another head pin, and you know the drill. Let's speed this up a little bit. Now the 2 little dangles are complete. So what we're going to do is, I've decided to keep this simple, so I'm just going to use a chain to connect it to the flower rather than do more beads. I chose a I think it's called the paper clip chain. It is stainless steel. I'm trying to get an idea here of how long I'm going to make it, based on the other one I did. So here's the chain, and I'm gonna have to cut these because they are linked together, soldered. So I need to use some heavy duty cutting pliers. I'm going to remove, this is a bracelet. You can use any chain you want, one you have, get a chain, whatever, but this is a bracelet chain. So I removed I have to remove the lobster clasp that's in there. I'm getting an idea now of how long I'm going to make it. So this gives me an idea how long the chain should be. So now that I've come up with the measurement, I'm going to cut it with the pliers. These are heavy duty. This is stainless steel, so it's not that easy to cut. Here we go. Some more awkward silence. I'm going to need some jump rings to connect the chain to the beads. That is just basically a wire, little round wire thing that has an opening where you can go ahead and open it and insert your other pieces in it. When you are opening these jump rings, you don't open them from side to side. You have to take two pliers, and then you're going to manipulate it, one towards you and the other one against you to open it. That way that keeps its shape. Now you put both pieces, the bead and the chain, and that will connect the two. There you go. First one is done. So now we got to do the same for the second one. And normally I make one longer than the other. So we cut another piece of chain. Just follow the same path. You're going to cut it with the pliers. So there you have your piece. Now you're going to need another jump ring and do the same thing we did before. Remember, open it the way that I'm showing you so that you don't distort the jump ring. Jump ring comes in different gauges. Gauges is the thickness of the wire, and they come from thin to the thickest. There you go. Now you have it done. And as you can see, one is shorter than the other. Now I'm going to take the flower and I'm going to decide where it is that I'm going to hang it from. And I chose that location because you see you got some space in between the petals, and I like that. So next, what we're going to need is a bigger jump ring, because that's how I fasten it to the flower. So I get the bigger jump ring and then I string the beads, the little dangles. Close it. Remember how I showed you. Oops. Need more heavy duty pliers for this one. This one is very heavy. Okay. So now that's where I'm going to fasten it with. And I fasten it with resin, of course. And I'm looking at that long one, and I think it's a little bit too long. So I'm going to go ahead and shorten it a little bit. So I have to open it again. And as you're working on these pieces, it's okay to change your mind and change some things. And it's just you're creating, so it's okay to change your mind. So I cut off a few links off of the chain. Now I'm going to put it back in. Now that looks good. So I position the jump ring where I am going to put the resin over it. So I now grab the resin. Pour a little bit right over it. Then I grab the flashlight, the UV flashlight, so that it stays in place. I always, after I'm done, I always put it under the UV lamp too, just to help it cure completely. Okay, that should do it. So now you see how that dangles. There you go. I like the combination of the dark flower with the light beads. I think it's very pretty. Okay, so now we're going to fasten the alligator clip to the back of the flower also. So this is the clip. This is a clip I use. As I said, it is an alligator clip. And I always try to find a location on the flower. Normally I put it slanted like this where there's this flower beneath, so I can go ahead and put the resin so I can fasten it. So in this case, it's going to be in the center, and then at the tip where you press it to open it, it's both touching flower. And I always try to achieve that center and then the end where you open it. First, I'm going to position it like that. Normally I position it slanted like that. Put some UV resin in there. Place the the alligator clip up on top, and then I take the UV lamp to dry it so that it stays in place. Keep the UV light on there for a little bit so that it doesn't move. And then next, I'm going to put some resin on the sides just to add a little bit more protection. Okay, so now that we're done with the center of it, we're going to go to the other side. This is the part that that needs to be secure, because this is where you're going to be opening and closing it. So just make sure you put resin around it. Again, dry it with the UV light. You're going to go around the sides, making sure that all of it is secure. You can put as much as you want. Resin is clear, so you're really not going to see it, and that's in the back, so nobody's going to see that. And just secure it as much as you can so that clip doesn't come off. We're getting close to completing this piece. I think it came up really pretty. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you're following me. If you want to see my pieces, I do have them for sale on my website. I will put it in the description, but it is mbh-creations.com. I have loads of beautiful pieces created by me, so I hope you go visit. Keep drying, and then once it's done, I also put it under the UV lamp for it to complete curing, because resin does take about 3 minutes. UV resin, 3 minutes to 5 minutes to cure. So make sure it's nice and secure, and add as much resin as you think you need so the piece stays together. Here we are almost done. The next step will be to put it under the UV lamp. Resin needs about 3 to 5 minutes to completely cure, and all I did was use it and then use the UV flashlight. So we need to make sure that it's cured completely. Here it is. I think it came out really pretty. I want to take a moment to thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you follow me so that you can get notified whenever I go live or post a new video. I plan on doing more of these. You can see more of my finished pieces on my website, mbhcreations-.com. Don't forget to follow me here on YouTube. I'm going to put links in the description for all my other social media. Thank you.